Well, good afternoon everybody, and thanks for joining us here today in London. A great turnout ahead of a huge night of World Championship Boxing this Sunday at the O2 Arena in London, live and exclusive on DAZN all around the world. A huge night of boxing planned. Of course, a Sunday, as I said. I've always felt massive potential for Sunday boxing. You'll see it in full action and full flow this weekend, starting at 3 p.m. in London, and the main event expected in the ring around 9 p.m. live on DAZN. Of course, the WBO Cruiserweight World Championship on the line between Okolie and Michal Cieslack from Poland, but a huge supporting cast that we'll talk to now. Many different fighters on the card. I'm going to start with young Campbell Hatton facing Joe Ducker. Campbell, welcome. Great performance last time out in Spain. Looked tremendous yesterday at the open workout, and looking to make another statement at the O2 Arena.
That's it. It was more of what we're used to seeing in the gym when I boxed last time in Bilbao, and it was a lot more relaxed and composed, and I think it's going to be the same again this time. That's the mindset I'm going in with for the rest of my career. I'm not going to be rushing my work, and I've learned from my mistakes, so looking forward to building on the last performance.
Step up this time, Joe Ducker, and again a British fighter, domestic fight for you. Always brings a different kind of challenge, but feel like you've got a chance to build on a great performance in Spain.
Yeah, definitely. I think having an opponent who's going to come to win, and I think he's going to be confident coming into it. He'll have seen me at my worst in the Tottenham fight, and that isn't what's going to be happening again. He'll be really up for it and fancy his chances and leave a few more gaps. And I think when I've got a more ambitious opponent, that'll bring the best out of me.
Joe, you up for this one? Big moment for you at the O2 Arena, fighting Campbell Hatton. I know you're always going to bring the energy to this fight, but a massive opportunity for your career.
Yeah, just can't wait. All the hard work's done. It's ready now.
Obviously a chance to fight probably the greatest arena in British boxing, I feel, but also to fight Campbell Hatton. It comes with its own rewards as well. You're confident that you can take this guy apart on Saturday?
Just another opponent to me. I think we've been in with better, so just here to do my job.
We'll move on to the heavyweights. Dempsey McKean, welcome. Dempsey, one of our latest signings from Australia, been in camp in Essex. I mean, firstly, I've got to ask you about leaving Australia and moving to Essex. I mean, that is what I call dedication in itself, but this time, a full camp with Tony Sims in the Matchroom gym there. Last time, of course, you boxed over in Manchester, New Hampshire, but this time your first full camp and ready for a good fight against Bracamonte on Sunday.
Yeah, definitely. It's very excited to be able to spend a bit more quality time under Tony and Peter Sims too. And obviously, since I made the move from the Gold Coast to Essex, a lot of people are calling me quite mad as well, you know, leaving the nice sunshine weather and the beach to come over here to the quite dark and cloudy weather. But you know, the boxing is second to none here. The sparring I've been getting is quality as well. You know, I've been sharing a lot of rounds with Daniel Dubois this camp. Jamie, another prospect on the way through too. So really keen to get in there and showcase his newfound skills, and I'm quite confident this is going to be a career best as well.
Talk about that move from Australia to the UK. I mean, obviously the shows are more frequent here, there's more opportunities, but is that sparring and the whole preparation a big part of that? You've seen that from Ebony Bridges base herself over here, Sky Nicholson now base herself over here as well, and clearly you feel that the development's going to be stronger for you this side of the pond.
Yeah, 100%, and I can feel that as well after the 8-9 weeks I've spent with Tony too. So I've levelled up a lot as well, and obviously the sparring is a massive contributor to that as well. So we just don't have that quality of sparring back home in Australia. I've never done this much sparring for a prep ever. You know, we're sparring 3 times a week over here with high quality opponents too. So I really just can't wait to get in there, and I'm quite lucky, Eddie, as well. You've made me quite active too. You know, I only fought a couple of months ago too, and got my next one, and we're looking at quite a quick turnaround once I get through Bracamonte. You know, and it's a blessing on its own.
Yeah, 20-0, ranked top 15 with 2 governing bodies in the world heavyweight divisions as well. These fights, although tough in themselves, are about you moulding with a new trainer before taking that big risk in the summer.
Yeah, definitely, and that's what we're doing. We're gelling with Tony at the moment. We're building up that relationship. We're working very well together too. So I'm very excited for the future and what it brings, and just can't wait to showcase all these skills on Sunday as well.
Look forward to seeing you in action. Another rising young heavyweight, I believe one of the top heavyweights in Britain right now already, Fabio Wardley. Fabio, welcome. It's been a frustrating period for you, out with injury for a number of months now, but looking back Looking forward to getting back to the O2 Arena. Daniel Marks, the opponent, shared the ring with a lot of top heavyweights, but a frustrating period and ready for a big 2022.
Yeah, definitely. Like no athlete, no sports person likes to take time out of the sport they love, but sometimes it's just needed. Sometimes it's what we have to do, and I took that time, and everything's back now. Everything's backfiring 100%, and that was the plan, to get on a nice even place and have a really big year this year. And I'm kicking it off with a big one against a good opponent who's been in with some top level operators. So that's the kind of way we're starting things, and I'm only looking to get bigger from here.
Obviously, a lot of people talking about a fight with Nathan Gorman for the British title, but big domestic fights, so big international names, but fully focused on Daniel Marks this Sunday.
Yeah, of course. There's a lot of talk about me moving and going towards the British title in a big clash with Nathan Gorman, but never look past the opponent that's in front of me. I've still got a job to do on Sunday, so get through that okay, and then quickly look forward to bigger and better things.
Daniel Marks, welcome over to the UK. As Fabio said, been in the ring with some fantastic heavyweights in your career. This time in with a guy who's certainly less experienced than a lot of those big names that you face, but once again stepping in the ring with a very talented, young, dangerous heavyweight.
Yeah, he's real good. I've been in the ring with a lot of top guys, and I've been getting a lot of good work at home. I've been staying in shape and waiting for the call, and now I got it, and here I am.
Is that important for you? I know that we spoke to your manager who confirmed that you've been in camp and training for a long time for these fights. Just a case of staying ready. We know that a lot of these rising young stars call your name out as sort of a way to test where they're at in their career, but coming into this fight in great shape.
Yeah, a lot of guys want to test how they do compared to how some of the other top guys have done. And yeah, I've just been staying in shape and waiting for the call, and I'm really happy to be here. I appreciate Matchroom bringing me over.
Thank you, Daniel. Another great young rising talent, John Hedges, who I think started with us not long ago as a super middleweight, now nearly up to cruiserweight, and will be eventually heavyweight himself. John, looking tremendous at the workout yesterday. Looked like you're punching really hard now. It's been a great learning experience over the last few fights, boxing internationally as well, and gelling well with Mark Tibbs. Good to be back at the O2 Arena. Obviously fought there in your last fight as well.
Yeah, exactly that, Eddie. I think if you look at my recent performances, each fight I'm getting better and better. And the main thing is, like you say, I'm gradually maturing each fight, and I'm filling the weight out now. So I'm going to go up through the divisions, but at the minute, light heavyweight's good enough. So I'm going to stay there for a little while, and yeah, hopefully make a name for myself and show a massive performance Sunday night.
I know you have a lot of support there as well at the O2, big fan base as well. But just a word on the Tibbs gym at the moment, flying high with Johnny Fisher, Ebony Bridges down there as well, with a World Championship fight coming up, and a lot of great talent in the gym.
Yeah, exactly that, Eddie. Do you know what? We all push each other in the gym, and we all work hard, and we're lucky to have a trainer like Mark and his dad Jimmy, and a great S&C coach like Sonny Cannon. So yeah, really, it's only ways up sort of thing. We're all pushing each other. Ebony's got a world title fight coming. Johnny's obviously going to stay active. And yeah, it's a great stable to be part of, and a stable that I'm really excited to be part of.
Look forward to seeing you back in action at the O2 on Sunday. A young man that I cannot wait to see back in action. Chev Clark in front of us here, GB Olympian from Tokyo, tremendous amateur record. Enters a cruiserweight division that domestically is absolutely flying at the moment. Over the last 10 years, we've really had a great experience with young Olympians and young fighters from the GB podium squad coming through. Fighters making their professional debut to the World Championship, obviously. Galal's brother, Cal Yafai, Callum Smith, Katie Taylor from the Irish team as well, and Anthony Joshua and many others come through. This is a young man I believe can go on and win World Championships at cruiserweight. Chev, it starts for you on Sunday at the O2. Plenty of people coming to watch the journey kick off, ready for action.
Yeah, it's exciting. Ready to go. In terms of the whole experience so far, it's very similar to the GB experience. It's just that there's more media and people watching it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting started.
So many of your teammates stepping up around the same time. Obviously Galal on the card as well. Lawrence Okolie, former Team GB member. Anthony Fowler, former Team GB member as well. You've got the pedigree of to go on and become a great fighter, but this is like the slate's been wiped clean now. Everything starts for you again on Sunday.
Yeah, it does. People always speak about their amateur experience, but this is a different game. So regardless of what experience I've had there, I'm starting over again, so I just got to treat it accordingly.
And finally, a word on the domestic division. We know you've got a few to go yet, but there's never been a better time to be a British cruiserweight, and there's some huge fights out there for you in 2022 and particularly in 2023 after the learning experience.
Yeah, most definitely, but my mum always told me to mind my business, and now my business is Sunday, so let's handle that.
Look forward to seeing your pro debut this Sunday at the O2. A middleweight fight that I'm very excited about, Anthony Fowler against Lukas Maciek. Lucas, I'll start with you as well. Obviously a strong Polish contingent on this card. There's going to be a lot of Polish support in the O2 arena, and a great fight for you against Anthony Fowler on Sunday.
Na tej arenie w Ołcu i będzie Pan walczył z Antonim Fowler.
Witam wszystkich. Wiem, że jest to dla mnie wielka szansa i na pewno postaram się ją wykorzystać.
Welcome everybody. I know that it's a big opportunity for me and I will intend to use it.
I know that just only a few defeats on the record, but we know that you come always to fight, very, very tough man, and you're fighting a guy that loves to do the same. We should get a great fight between you two on Saturday.
Ja wiem, że to w Twoich papierach masz tylko kilka porażek, ale zawsze walczysz bardzo mocno, bardzo dobrze, także powinieneś być w stanie pokonać Fowlera.
Jestem w stanie pokonać i na pewno to zrobię już tą niedzielę. Także naprawdę pokażemy świetny boks i będzie to boks na wysokim poziomie.
I'm able to defeat him and I will show it on Sunday. I will show boxing on the highest level.
Thank you, Lucas. Anthony, welcome. Well documented the move up to middleweight. I'm sure although you've got many more pounds to play with this Sunday, it's still going to be a mission to make the weight, as it is for all fighters moving up divisions. They realise it's still not as easy as they thought it would be, even moving up to middleweight, but feeling strong, ready to go, and a great fight for you to enter the division on Sunday.
Made the weight so easy this time. I've got a new nutritionist who's been a great help to me, and I'm down here full time with my family now, drive my family down the ghetto. We live in this little rough area, I'm like 5 minutes from the gym, but you're going to see a big difference, mate. You've seen me whole career on the start, you're going to see a different animal this Sunday night, because now I'm in the ring fully fueled. I'm just in the best shape of my life. I'm so mentally focused, and this fella's never been stopped, but on Sunday night, mate, I'm going to stop him. I want to break him down and stop him.
Someone was talking to me the other day about potential fights for you at middleweight. Talk about Felix Cash as an example, Chris Eubank, Liam Williams. So many great fights out there for you at middleweight. Obviously, last time out against Liam Smith didn't go your way. We knew it was time to move up, but what can you draw from that experience? I mean, it was a complete sellout at the Echo Arena. The numbers were huge on DAZN as well, and has raised your profile to a level that will enable you to step back into massive fights at middleweight as well.
Yeah, mate, I look back, mate, and I think I showed a lot of weakness that fight. I showed a lot of flaws that I needed to correct, and I think making that weight took a lot out of my performance. Like, I was really disappointed how I faded in the fight so fast, but I had a really bad struggle to get down to the weight. I looked like a crackhead in the scales. I looked really bad, mate, and I've come away, I've rebuilt, and I'm fully focused now, ready for Sunday night. Like I said to you, this is the first fight for years. I've been excited. I'm always sitting here thinking, when is the weigh-in? I can't be asked being here, because I just want to weigh in, and it went really enjoyable for me. I was living on my own constantly. Now my family's down here. I'm fully fueled, and I feel great.
Good. Well, we can't wait to see you back in action at middleweight on Sunday night. Get through Maciek and some huge fights ahead in 2022. We go to one of my favourite fights of the night, absolute must-win fight for the European featherweight title, Karen Murphy against Jordan Gill. Jordan Gill, who's had probably the worst luck I've seen from a fighter over the last 18 months. In fact, with a couple of days to go, I said to Dave Caldwell, let's just keep him in the hotel room. But this is a must-win for both guys. I'm going to start with the champion, two-division European champion, Karen Murphy. Karen, welcome. A big fight. You've been involved in many big fights over here as well in the UK, and a big opportunity for you to defend your title at the O2 on Sunday.
Bienvenue ici. Demain, ça fait une grande opportunité parce que vous avez gagné 2 catégories au niveau européen. Donc, grande opportunité demain, le dimanche. Comment vous pensez? Parce qu'il a fallu protéger un peu Jordan Gill parce qu'il a connu de mauvaises chances. Il a fallu garder dans son chambre d'hôtel parce que après les blessures et tout ça. Mais à vous, comment vous êtes? Comment vous allez le dimanche?
I can try to speak English little. So first, I'm happy to fight in Matchroom show. Maybe the best promoter in the world. Maybe.
I did like you before that.
I'm ready for this fight. I'm ready. I believe in me. I must prove who I am, why I'm a champion. Jordan Gill is a good fighter, good technical fighter, but I'm ready for him. And I hope Sunday it will be a great fight and victory for me. It's better for me. Yes, it's better.
Very good English, Karim, as well. And I'll ask you one more question, if that's okay. We won't use him because he's getting paid per word. So just say to you about the move from bantamweight, to featherweight. You looked broken at bantamweight, making the weight. Now you feel very strong up at featherweight, and obviously won the European title at featherweight.
Tu te sens plus fort parce que tu étais presque abîmé à la catégorie de coq, mais maintenant tu te sens de plus fort, avec plus vif quoi.
Yes, in my age, 35 years old soon, bantamweight is really hard for me now. And when I had the opportunity to make the open title for featherweight, I was really happy, and I know I have a level to become an open champion. And today I proved this, and I want to prove more in your show.
Thank you, Karim. Good luck on Sunday. Jordan, we had a fight recently with Daniel Jacobs and John Ryder, and we said in the press conference before that it was must win, and the loser of that fight is kind of finished in terms of their aspirations in the sport because they want to be world champion. I was thinking driving here today, you must win this fight. I mean, I don't want to put too much pressure on you. I'm sure you're putting too much on yourself, but this is absolutely must win for Jordan Gill on Sunday.
Yeah, definitely, and that's why I'll win. I'm looking forward to it. It's a big challenge, and I thrive under pressure. So the pressure is on. I've got to win this fight, and I'm looking forward to it.
How have you kept mentally focused and strong during those periods? I mean, obviously you were flying high. We went to Peterborough. You know, you got ill against Tinoco, lost that fight. Kind of the world came crumbling down. Opportunities presented itself. You know, you got ill again. You came back. Even recently in Liverpool, you know, just a 6-round run out. You had a massive cut on the top of your head. Must have been plenty of times where you thought maybe this is just not meant for me in the sport of boxing.
Yeah, definitely. There's always disappointment. There's always ups and downs in any walk of life. But you know, I'm a stayer, and I'll just stay until the end. Turn up to the gym every day and just do what I have to do. So you know, I feel like this is what's meant to be for me. I'm going to get there. I don't know when, but I'm going to get there in the end. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this fight.
Life can switch pretty quick and momentum can change, and a big win for you on Sunday can change everything. And with your ability and your experience as well, I kind of feel that a really impressive victory will lead to you moving very quickly in this sport. You know, you've got a great fight coming up. I'm sure you're going to be at both fights. Michael Conlan against Lee Wood, and then Kiko Martinez against Josh Warrington. You know, both in your weight class as well. So many huge opportunities if you can win against Guerfi on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, it's an exciting time to be in the division. This is a massive fight. It's a European title. You get this fight won, and you're up there. So, you know, it's all to play for. I've had the domestic fights. I've boxed Jason Cunningham. I've beat Ryan Dole for the Commonwealth. I've boxed Reece Bellotti, who was Commonwealth champion as well. So this is the next step up, and I feel like I'm ready for this challenge. And then we can move on to bigger and better things.
Well, it's a great fight. The champion Karim Guerfi against Jordan Gill for the European featherweight title. Another great fight, and I love to see it, and I'm starting to get a little bit nervous as we approach Sunday, is Galal Yafai, the Olympic gold medalist, who for me was probably the standout talent from the Tokyo Games. Turned pro with Matchroom, of course with his brothers as well, Kal Yafai and Gamal Yafai, incredible family that have achieved so much. And when I sat down with Galal and watched his performances from Tokyo, I just felt like we should do something different. So we started to have the conversation about maybe we start with 8 rounds. Let's be honest, what's the point in Galal Yafai fighting 6 rounds fights? We know we need to develop him, but this young man has all the ability to go out and win world titles very, very quickly. Somehow we agreed to fight in 10 rounds. I spoke to Maurizio Suleiman. He was over the moon that Galal Yafai was going to make a statement like this coming off a gold medal. This fight for the WBC international title. And all of a sudden, Carlos Bautista gets the pig, someone who's never been stopped, someone that's been thrown in the deep end repeatedly in Mexico, someone that is here to win on Sunday, and a very, very dangerous fight for Galal Yafai. And I said yesterday in interviews, not that Galal Yafai won't have the ability or the skill to deal with Bautista, but what happens when the fight goes 7, 8, 9, 10 rounds? This is going to be a thrilling debut for Galal Yafai, and I think he should be particularly applauded for moving at this kind of pace. Carlos, I'll start with you via your interpreter as well. Welcome to the UK. We've seen so many Mexican fighters achieve so much here. You're fighting a debutant on Sunday. Should be a great fight.
Bienvenido, Carlos. Hemos visto muchos boxeadores mexicanos aquí, pero el domingo estás frente a alguien que hace su debut profesional. Entonces, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo te encuentras antes de este combate?
Bueno, me encuentro contento de estar aquí en esta gran función. Yo sé que no importa que sea su debut de Galay, él viene preparado igual que yo y vamos a dar una guerra arriba del ring.
Okay, first of all, thanks very much. I'm really happy to be here on this excellent bill. It's going to be a great night. To be fair, whether or not Galay is making his debut or not, it's not totally relevant for me. All I know is that he'll be ready. Whatever he's experienced in the past, I'll be ready as well. And I think it's going to be, you know, we're going to have a war, and it's going to be a great contest.
And finally, Carlos, obviously we know that he's achieved a lot as an amateur, but the professional game, very different. You're going to look to make it as tough as you can for him on Sunday.
Tienes la intención de hacerlo muy difícil para él, porque ya sabemos que el boxeo amateur no tiene nada que ver con lo profesional. Lo vas a hacerlo muy difícil para él, ¿no?
Bueno, es lo que digo, cada quien viene bien preparado. No creo que Galay no se haya preparado para 10 rounds. Yo sí, y vengo muy fuerte.
No, as I said before, I think it's the past is not so relevant. We're both going to be ready. I don't think he's going to be any less prepared for 10 rounds than myself, and we'll be going out for it, all out for it, both of them.
Well, Galal, welcome. Just a couple of days away now. I won't lie, I was a little bit nervous yesterday at the workout. You weren't in the slightest, but saw Bautista come. Obviously for him it's a massive opportunity, massive occasion as well for you. Gold medal in Tokyo here, a lot of expectation on your shoulder. Coming out over 10 rounds as well. You look very, very calm, relaxed, ready to make your professional debut at the O2 Arena.
Yeah, it's exciting to be here. I'm used to being stuck in the middle of Russia or somewhere. I should be next to Russia actually. Just looking to fight. It's good to be here, loads of cameras around, loads of people. I'm just ready to fight. It seems more real now that I see him over there speaking. The only thing I'm thinking about is fighting and putting on a show for people. And just moving on, moving forward.
Obviously, when fighters turn professional, we know that when they operate at your level, that first year or 2 years can sometimes be maybe a little bit of a lack of motivation. You're dealing with fighters that you know you can deal with sometimes without being prepared. Has that changed your mindset for this fight? It's very, very different. I know you're relaxed, but to go out and fight a 10-round fight against a very tough opponent on your pro debut is not done very often, but it's exciting, and obviously that must have spurred you on in camp as well.
Yeah, definitely. He's coming here to win, he's not coming here to lose. I'm the so-called golden boy. He's looking to knock me off my perch. We've had a few upsets of Mexicans coming over recently. I don't think that'll be the case Sunday, but be a good learning fight for me. And I just want to remind everyone how good I am.
But this is the kind of opponent that you will look and show how special you are. Someone that's a talented fighter coming to win, trying to be aggressive rather than someone that comes unknown, stay in their shell, trying to survive. This is where I feel like you're going to really shine against these kind of opponents.
Yeah, it's what I'm used to. When I went to Olympic Games, I'm fighting the best in the world. I don't want to fight someone who's coming to survive or just coming to say they fought me or to fight in a matchroom bill. I want to fight people that are going to test me, to progress me, to make me better, and I'm sure I'll show that on Sunday.
Well, I'm excited for you, nervous for you. The professional debut of Galal Yafai against Bautista for the WBC International Flyweight Championship in his first professional fight on Sunday. Now this fight, the main event, is a fight that I'm really, really excited about. Some of my friends from the Polish media said to me yesterday, why did you choose Cieslak? This is a really, really tough fight. And the answer is, because that's what we want. We want a tough fight. This man to my right, we feel, is the best cruiserweight on the planet. the most dangerous cruiserweight on the planet. In fact, pound for pound, one of the most dangerous punchers in world boxing. But if he's as special as we think he is, he should be able to beat everybody in the division. We talk about unification fights, we talk about Maris Bradis, who will be welcoming to the DAZN presentation team on Sunday, we talk about Gulamarin, we talk about Makabu. This man to my left is up there on all those levels of those fighters. And we want to see Lawrence Okolie tested against an elite cruiserweight. This fight, by far, the toughest fight of Lawrence Okolie's career so far. We're looking for him to make a major statement at the O2, but Michal Cieslack is coming to become world champion with plenty of Polish support, with a big team of people behind him. And we'll start with the trainers. Andre, welcome. Michal looks in tremendous shape. You have a great team here ready to win. You believe that on Sunday Michal will become WBO world champion.
Witam Panie Andrzeju. Widzę, że Michał jest w bardzo dobrej formie i jest gotowy do walki w niedzielę.
Witam wszystkich serdecznie. Tak, mogę potwierdzić, że Michał Cieślak jest przygotowany, gotowy do walki w niedzielę. Gotowy do tego, żeby wyjść w niedzielę i wygrać naszego pana kolego.
Welcome everybody. I can confirm that Michal Cieślak, he is very well prepared for the fight on Sunday. He will go out there and he will defeat our opponent, Mr. Okolie.
We talk about the power of Lawrence Okolie. You clearly feel that Michal can handle that power. Two Polish fighters that he's defeated along the way, Jazuski and Glowacki, but you feel that Michal is a level above those guys and he can also handle the power of Lawrence Okolie.
Myśmy dużo mówili o sile Lawrence'a Okoliego, prawda? On wygrał 2 walki z polskimi przeciwnikami, Jerzewskim oraz Głowackim. I czy teraz Cieślak będzie mógł sprostać?
Ja myślę, że pan Eddie po prostu się przekona w niedzielę, jak to może to zrobić.
I think that you, Mr. Eddie, will find out on Sunday and it will be confirmed how we do it.
Thank you, Mr. Andre. Thank you.
Dziękuję, Panie Andrzeju.
Shane, this is a fight I'm really excited about. Again, speaking to a lot of people yesterday, they were quite surprised by this pick from us and from the team as well. I don't even think you even had a say in the pick. I don't even think you cared who was put forward. The answer is always yes. And I just feel that we want the unification fights, we want those big fights, but this is a genuine elite cruiserweight matchup between a guy that I feel is better than some of the champions as well, but the kind of fight where Lawrence Okolie can really show what he's all about.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Cieslak put on a fantastic performance against Makabu, and I thought it was arguably he could have won that fight. So he's coming in he's only got the one blemish in his record, but these are the fights that we need for Lawrence Okolie. He is the best cruiserweight in the world. I know that for a fact. We just got to go out there and prove it.
Yesterday I was doing an interview and I heard the shots raining down on the pads with Lawrence. I've never heard anything like it. It looks like he's punching freer and harder than he's ever hit before in his career.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of work. I mean, he joined me in early 2019. He's always had power. He's now learned how he can maintain the distance, be a bit more disciplined, keep range, and he's still learning all the time. That's the scary thing. You know, when he moves up to heavyweight, I believe he's going to be a 2-weight world champion. He's going to win a heavyweight world title one day as well. So massive hopes for Lawrence. I think he's going to be the real showing of his true ability on Sunday.
Thank you, Shane. Michal, welcome. Again, a lot of people believe that this is a bad pick from Lawrence Okolie, that you are a very, very dangerous man in the cruiserweight division. I know your friends in the Polish media, your Polish supporters that will be in the O2, and yourself believe that you will become world champion on Sunday.
Witam, Michale. Dużo ludzi mówi, że wybranie Ciebie na przeciwnika Lawrence'a Okoliego jest złe dla niego i masz tutaj wsparcie polskich mediów, polskich kibiców i wszyscy czekają na niedzielę.
Dzień dobry, witam wszystkich. Powiem Wam tak szczerze, nie interesuje mnie to, co tam ludzie mówią. Cieszy mnie to, że jest wsparcie tutaj ze strony kibiców, ze strony mediów, ale tak naprawdę nie skupiam się na tym, skupiam się na sobie i na tym, co muszę zrobić w niedzielę.
Welcome everybody. To be honest, I don't care what other people think like me.
Także też to bardzo cieszy, z Polski ogólnie dużo kibiców Także no, już nie mogę się tam doczekać tej walki.
Yes, I know about it. I'm aware that there will be a lot of supporters from my city, Radom, and from around my city, and from other places in Poland, and I can't wait to fight this bout.
And finally, you believe that you become world champion on Sunday. How do you do it, and how big is the threat that the power that Lawrence Okolie carries going into this ring?
I na koniec, ty wierzysz, że zostaniesz mistrzem świata w niedzielę. Jak mocno w to wierzysz? Co myślisz na temat, jak silne są uderzenia pana Okolie?
Skupiam się na dzień dzisiejszy tylko i wyłącznie na sobie, także nie interesuje mnie to, jak mocno bije i ja wychodzę po swoje, zrobić swoją robotę i będziemy świętować już w poniedziałek z moimi kibicami, będziemy oblewać ten pas.
Today I'm focusing on myself, so I'm not interested in how hard he punches and how strong he is. I'm gonna go there on Sunday. I'll do what I do, and we'll be celebrating then.
Lawrence, this is a real fight. This is a real fight. I mean, you've beaten everybody that's been put in front of you. You've never said no to an opponent. You've gone through British cruiserweight, European levels, but you've never really had a test, in my opinion, like Cieslak. Is this the time where we're really going to get to see the very best of Lawrence Okolie?
Well, we'll see. Like I said, I've had 17 fights, 14 by KO. On the weekend it'll be 18, 15 by KO. I think this fight, everyone can say what they want about the opponent until after beating them, and then we'll go on to the next one, and then we'll see what everyone says about him.
In your opinion, you know, you talk about that power. I saw it yesterday as well. There is a lot of talk about the power. Important not to get carried away. You talk about the fundamentals that you've improved on with Shane McGuigan as well. Not just looking to show power, but everything you've improved on since working with Shane.
Yeah, I think power is secondary. It's more so for fans and my opponents to watch and see what I'm doing. But in the ring, as I'm going to show on Saturday, there's so many other things that I do that get overlooked, but it will end in KO, which is why people care about the power.
I know you're not looking past Cieslak, but Maurice Brady's in attendance on Sunday, and of course everybody looking at a potential unification, people talking about moving up to heavyweight and challenging for the world heavyweight title, but absolutely all are focused on Michal Cieslack.
Yeah, nothing else has mattered since the fight got signed but Cieslak, and it's up to me to wipe a smile off his face and all of his Polish teammates' faces on Sunday.
Confident this fight ends inside distance?
Yeah, it's a must. 100% KO, 100 million % KO.
Well, we look forward to seeing a brilliant fight. The WBO Cruiserweight World Championship, Lawrence Okolie against Michal Cieslack. It's a tremendous fight. This Sunday in the ring around 9 PM live on DAZN. It's the start of a big 5-week run on DAZN. Of course, Okolie Cieslak this Sunday. Next Saturday in San Diego, the incredible fight between Chocolatito and Julio Cesar Martinez. The week after, sold out in Nottingham for Michael Conlan against Lee Wood for the WBA Featherweight Championship. Then the week after, we're in Los Angeles for Virgil Ortiz against Michael Mickinson, and the week after, Josh Warrington looks to become a 2-time world champion against Spain's Kiko Martinez. But first, this Sunday, tremendous card at the O2 live on DAZN. We're going to break for head-to-heads now, and the guys will be available for media. Thank you.